Hey, bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet!
We have quite the scene behind me, guys. The planets have aligned. Let me get some of that lighting here. Because we have F-150 and the STI in the garage, folks. This is the first time. That is quite the rare scene. Never has that occurred because usually there's a Volkswagen Jetta parked right there, but we evicted that sucker out. It feels right. So today's video revolves around the F-150, more specifically the mods and parts that we threw on this thing. I've actually been getting a good number of requests to see how all the things that we threw on it are holding up. Now, if you're wondering why are people asking about reliability, the one thing you need to know about this truck is that all the parts and mods we threw on this were budget friendly, guys. Budget and price was the first thing in our rigorous criteria of mods and parts. We didn't get top tier quality mods. We went for the mid to low range priced items, making this a nice budget build F-150, which in my opinion fits a nice fleet truck. We'll go ahead and hit this up chronologically, starting with one of the first mods I ever did to this truck, and that is these side steps. Now, I purchased these side steps straight off of eBay, and in typical fashion, we didn't get instructions, but it wasn't too difficult to install. Last I remember, these things cost me 110 bucks, guys. For side steps or running boards is a pretty dang good price. Now, I've had these steps on the truck for about 2 years now, and obviously they're still structurally sound. That's why I'm still running them. But you could probably already see some wear and tear going on. We got some wear right over here, and we got a little bit of tear. And now here is the passenger side steps. See a lot more paint flaking go. Oh my gosh. Rear. So there you have it. Can't go wrong with $110 eBay, no brand name side steps for your F-150 Super Crew Cab. Last I checked, they're I think at $130 or $140. This was months ago. When I bought it, it was $110. So
the next day.
So what we have slapped on the front of this truck are some Eagle Eye projector style LED plank blacked out headlights for your 2018 to 2020 F-150s. So these headlights are about as eBay as you can get because one, we didn't get any instructions on installing them. Two, it's a brand name that isn't really known by many, really anybody. Three, these headlights came in at $379.99, making them one of the cheapest ones that you can get for your 13th gen F-150s. I'm actually really glad I pulled the trigger on these headlights, guys. I was really hesitant at the time because one, very cheap. Two, it's eBay. Three, these are headlights, guys. These illuminate the road in front of me, so you don't really want to cheap out on that kind of stuff. But I did, and I'm glad I did, guys, because these things are awesome. Half the price of the Alpha Rex, and these look better in my opinion. But they're not half the quality, guys. These things are solid. Haven't had any issues whatsoever. They came included with bulbs. It's literally plug and play. Now these headlights fit on perfectly. Fitment was excellent. So I've had these headlights on the truck for about a year, maybe a little bit less, and they are still holding up, guys. Haven't had any issues with electrical or the wiring or really anything, guys. Pretty happy with those. So I'll quickly glaze over the grill that we have here. It's supposed to be a Roush style grill. These are supposed to light up in white, and then obviously we have the ambers at the top. Not a huge fan, guys. This was on the cheaper side too, but no installation instructions, and you kind of need that when you're dealing with wiring. At least I do, because I'm not good at it. I eventually got it, but I disconnected it because I felt like it was too much lighting on the front. A lot going on, so kind of like the simplistic view of just the headlights and the ambers. What could I say about this grill here? Got some LEDs burned out, water, moisture got in there. Yeah, not top tier quality, but they're all right. Next up, we have the Raptor style grill. Now this thing originally came in gray, I vinyl wrapped it in satin black to match the truck, but obviously it's not really lasting. Oh yeah, definitely not lasting. The vinyl, mind you. The bumper is solid, guys. Haven't had any issues with this thing. This thing is on there. Fitment is fantastic too. Look at that. Lines up with the fender flare pretty well. As mentioned, guys, 270 bucks gets you a pretty solid bumper. Installation was my fault here, guys. You can see it's not exactly 100% lined up with the body line. That's just because I had to use different kind of hardware on that side of the truck. But for the most part, she looks good. Last item on the list, folks, the taillights for the F-150. These are another eBay brand. If you look in the original video where I install it, we had a bit of fitment issues. It wasn't really issues, it just wasn't complete, which was a little concerning because I thought moisture might get in, water might get in from the rain or something and mess with the wiring. But I've had zero issues with these, and I've had them on for about a year now, and they are solid. Now, I've heard some people mention in that video in the comments saying that they've had problems with water, moisture getting in, and I don't know, that's very weird that that's occurring because I've never had this, I never had water or moisture get in these taillights. They've actually been holding up pretty well, especially when I'm power washing this thing. So kind of odd, maybe it was a bad batch, something like that, but love these taillights. Had them on for a year. They look different. I'll do a quick overview on these little accent trims that I put on the truck. It's this right over here. Bought it off Amazon for, I don't know, it's all varies in price. They have different styles. These things have actually been holding up pretty good, especially with it being on the dash. You would think sun would fade, would mess it up, but it's actually still holding up. And I purchased a good number of these accent trims. Got it for the steering wheel, door handle, window switches, vents, either side vents, there you go. No damage, no fade, no issues really, apart from the normal wear and tear, a few scratches here and there. Still going strong, guys. It definitely gives the truck a more refined appearance and makes this XL look a little bit better than an XL. That is going to do it for this update on all the eBay parts we have thrown on this truck. Most of it is still going strong with zero issues. Some stuff didn't really last that long. For example, the side steps, those have been on the truck for about 2 years now, and they are already flaking in paint. Rust is occurring, but 110 bucks, not that bad. I could always just sand it, prime it, paint it again, make it look brand new. And then some stuff is just working flawless, guys. Headlights, taillights, zero issues, no moisture, no electrical damage, none of that stuff. Hope you all enjoy the video. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. All that info will be down below, along with the links to the mods that we went over in today's video. By the way, guys, it's snowing. And it's Christmas, so Merry Christmas to you all. Happy holidays, Happy New Year's, all that good stuff. I wish you all the best, especially for this coming year. Let's not go for a repeat. Let's not go for a part 2. Oh well. Speaking of cheap eBay parts, how's that for cheap? Are you guys getting this issue where you just have water coming in somehow? It happened a long time ago when I just got this truck. I noticed water slushing in and out whenever I braked, and I opened this trim piece up, and sure enough, there was some water in there. And I noticed today, while I was filming, water just come right out onto the floor here. So that's weird. Do you guys have that issue too? Is this an F-150 thing? Who knows?